Welcome to Clark County Today. I'm your host, David Medor, and we have the station manager for Way FM Vancouver, Portland with us today, Mike Deckon.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Mike.
Thanks.
You've been here for just a matter of weeks, operating a brand new station.
Yep.
So give us your insight. What is this station about? Where's the coverage, and where's the signal radiating from?
Well, currently my wife and I, we live in Wilsonville, and I can hear it very clearly all the way to Wilsonville. So as far as heading south, great coverage there, and we have a coverage map on the website as well, so people can check out and see exactly where we're heard. But I would just encourage people to tune in 104.5 and give it a shot. Chances are we're coming through.
Great. So it's a 100-watt transmitter up how high is that? Like 1,500 feet or something above sea level?
Yep. Yep.
So that elevation has quite a large footprint.
It does. It does.
So how'd you end up with Wilsonville? Isn't that quite a commute for you to come this direction?
It is. Thankfully, I come in very early in the morning, so I miss all the traffic. And we are looking for a house. We love Vancouver. My wife and I have always loved Vancouver.
So you're looking to locate here in Clark County, Vancouver?
Sooner than later, as soon as possible.
Great, yeah. Great. Now, the signal, quite often, it'll come from Nashville, or it's the bulk of the signal, is that right? The programming?
It does. We actually take bits and pieces. We have our morning show comes from, I believe, Brant records in Florida, and the afternoon show, Wally's in Nashville. But we'll take the pieces and kind of Frankenstein them together and include a lot of local content. Here we have local news, local traffic. Our midday is local as well. We have Michelle, who's going to be starting. She does a local midday show.
Great. So when people hear that local news or the local traffic, who are they hearing?
That's me, producer Mike, every morning bright and early.
So that voice is becoming amplified here around the area here. You sound pretty natural.
Well, thank you.
You connect just fine. I like to tune in, and that's usually around the half hour and the hour breaks. Is that right?
Yep.
Is it?
I really enjoy it. I started in radio probably in 1993. And actually, my brother started before I did. And like a lot of things, you know, being a younger brother, you see your big brother doing something, you want to be a part of it. And I started out doing college radio in '93 and just fell in love with it. It's been a great opportunity.
So you and your brother both are still in broadcasting?
He's no longer in broadcasting, but he definitely opened the door for me.
Is he jealous?
At times, maybe, yeah.
So you enjoy this here. So you're basically the station manager here. And much of it is automated, right? We have computer programs that help to keep things on. It's 24 hours a day, right, programming?
It is, it is. Technology is an amazing thing. Back in the day, they used to literally take razors and slice the tape and piece it all together. Now we can do all that on computers. We get everything together, piece it together hour by hour, and just let the computer take care of the rest.
That's great, and it's working very well. I enjoy the variety of music and the messages that are coming across there. And I just love the idea of hearing somebody from Vancouver. We don't have a lot radiating from Vancouver, but it's nice to be able to have somebody right here local putting us on the map. That's great.
And it's such a great community too. And one of the things I'm most excited about with Way FM is something we just started doing. It's called the Ministry of the Month. And it's an opportunity for a lot of local ministries to get heard, to get their message out there on the radio. We're going to feature a different ministry every single month. And this month, we're taping this in May, so to coincide with Mother's Day, we're doing Portland Rescue Mission and their women and children's outreach called Shepherd's Door. But then every month from here on out, we're going to feature a different ministry, and it's an opportunity to go to a lot of these local Vancouver ministries and give them a platform. And in my experience with radio, especially dealing with you know, even Christian radio over the past 10 years, it's a very expensive medium. Airtime always has a price tag on it. So to get an opportunity like that, you know, in another context, it might cost thousands of dollars. So to be having this opportunity with Way FM, to go to a nonprofit or a Christian ministry and say, we'd love to feature you, we'd love to give you a platform to tell your message, it's absolutely free, you know, and to just give them that opportunity, it's really exciting. So we're going to get a lot more Vancouver flavor into the mix.
Well, that's great, because especially during this time when there are so many people that are out of work, so many people that are trying to get by, these ministries are there to serve them. These ministries are there to give and to be available resources, so it makes people aware of the help that is available. So everybody wins with that.
Absolutely.
So you've been on this, this station here is our own home community station. I like that. How long have you been in broadcasting?
I started in college radio in 1993, and then I moved, that was in Wisconsin. I moved to the Pacific Northwest in 1996 and started working for some Christian talk stations, AM stations. And from there, I took about 8 or 9 years and I worked with an agency that wasn't a radio station, but it worked with nonprofits. And we worked with hundreds of nonprofits all across North America, helping them to raise money on the radio. We would do commercials, we would do radiothons, different events, mostly with rescue missions. We also worked with World Vision, worked with pregnancy resource centers and UCP. And then
what's UCP?
I'm sorry, United Cerebral Palsy.
Oh, okay.
And did that, when that agency closed down in 2008, did that freelance for a couple years. And then my wife and I came to a point, it was right about the time we did our taxes last year, where we realized that we didn't want to be self-employed any longer and wanted to, look for full-time employment. And this opportunity presented itself, and we really saw God's fingerprints all over it.
That's great. I've heard the story the other way around. They think I've been working for somebody else and I want to be self-employed. You just rattled through the opposite there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that I'm completely backwards. Not the first time.